We started the No Limits Flying Club as a way to make seaplane flying accessible. So in doing that, we looked at all of the barriers to entry for a new seaplane pilot. Aircraft ownership is costly and intimidating if you've never owned an airplane before. Joining a traditional equity club can be problematic, so we went with a non-equity club so that way we can limit the exposure to our members. All we ask is a 1-year membership commitment from them. Our goal was to try to keep our hourly rates comparable to a 172 rental in a local area, and so far we've been able to do that.
I work for an airline, and the difference between this kind of fun flying and that kind of flying is night and day. So I love my job, but everything's very regimented and planned out. This kind of flying is totally different. We're landing on land, we're landing on water, we're landing on rivers. We've got currents, we've got boats, we've got all kinds of other things to deal with, and it's challenging and fun, very different. Flying seaplanes I think it's a lot of people's dream. When they're young and building time, they may think, well, why would I spend my money on a seaplane rating if I need to be working on my multi or my ATP? So it takes a back seat. But we're hoping to remedy that by offering this club.
We looked at the economics of seaplane ownership and rental, and we went with SLSA, and we looked at the SeaRey specifically. It's a US-based company. They've been building them for close to 30 years right here in Florida. So from an operational perspective, support is outstanding. Maintenance services are available at the factory. We're going to be through the training pipeline and become a service center. Or the current iteration of SeaRey, the Sea Hull, and the way that it's designed, it's very forgiving on the water. I like that it's sporty and responsive. It's very light and agile in the air. It truly is a pleasure to fly. The airplane will burn 5.5 gallons an hour. When we go out and splash around on the water, we're probably going to be in the 3 to 4 gallon range. It burns 91 octane at a minimum with up to 10% ethanol, so we use premium auto fuel. We have our initial location in the St. Louis area in St. Charles. It's just northwest of the city. And then we opened this location here in Lakeland this past month. We're hoping to have a nationwide and maybe one day international network of locations. To help mitigate some of the human factors issues, we've worked out a deal with SeaRey that all of our airplanes will be identical. So that way it's just a change of scenery for the pilot. Our booking is online, so you can go on and pick your location, pick your airplane, date, time. Our members will get a verbal local area brief when they show up to a new area. You know, the do's and don'ts, hazards, places to go get lunch, and so on. We really try to take the barriers out of the equation for people in an effort to get people out on the water and in the air having fun.